recorded on this computer. Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Donetta Watson from the Black Mastermind Group. We are excited this morning and here before you to talk with some of our guest speakers regarding the Success Summit, which we held Friday, December 15th through Sunday, December 17th, just in a couple of weeks. We are so excited that this is an opportunity for entrepreneurs to gain insight and information on what that success journey should look like. Again, success is not a destination. It is a lifelong journey. And on that journey, you're going to need access to information, training, knowledge, strategies that will ensure you reach that destination at that appointed time, as successful as you've been called to be. And part of that whole journey requires you to learn so many different aspects about money, the financial side of your business, the financial side of life, the financial side of your future. And today I have before me two amazing gentlemen who are going to be sharing with you Saturday afternoon at the Success Summit. They are Kevin Cheatham and Willie Norman from Primerica. And so, good morning, gentlemen. And we're going to start with you, Kevin. Tell our listening audience, who is Kevin Cheatham?
Good morning, Dr. Watson. And I appreciate you having me on today. To tell you who I am, my background is more of a blue collar background, and I was a former roofer. I did commercial roofing for over 20 years.
Wow.
And then one day, I thought I was doing well. I was making good money, $70,000, $80,000 a year. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm doing good. That's the most money for someone in my family has ever made. And then I knew in the back of my mind that I needed to do some things differently financially. And actually, Willie Norman came and sat down with me and my wife, and he educated us on some strategies that would help us really hit financial goals. And he asked me if I was open to making the extra money part-time as well. And I said, sure, I'm always open to a side hustle, making some extra money. And really, it became more than that. He educated me even on a business side. He's my mentor in business and my financial coach. And he's really educated me on how to build a whole nother legacy instead of one of working and laboring, a legacy of building wealth, and not just for myself while I'm here, but also being able to pass on a legacy of financial education and wealth to my family. So that's who I am, and that's how I got started in the financial arena. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. And really, I'm an entrepreneur myself. I believe entrepreneurism is really, I think that's the way the country is going to go to, even in
Absolutely.
individuals under jobs. So that's where I'm at. That's who I am.
Awesome. Absolutely. I didn't know that background. So great for sharing that, because that means that no matter who you are, you got to know about the financial side of business and life and money. Thank you for sharing that, Kevin. Willie, same question to you. Who is Willie Norman the third?
Thank you, Dr. Watson. I'm super excited about the Success Summit. Willie Norman, I'm a financial advisor, been in the business for about 30 years. And really what our goal is, our mission statement is to empower middle income Americans, especially African Americans, on wealth principles that they can get financially free. So we've been saving families' lives for the last 30 years. And that simply means, Dr. Watson, that means that we're helping folks with retirement, showing folks how to get debt free when it comes to credit cards, student loan debt, and just really showing our communities how we can transfer wealth to the next generation. So I'm super excited about sharing at this event. It's gonna be very, very life changing.
Thank you, gentlemen, for wanting to be a part of this event. You know, we have been on this journey for entrepreneurs in introducing them to the financial side of business. And everything we do is to create a more financially astute entrepreneur, a financially astute Black entrepreneur. And anyone else that joins in our community, they're welcome to glean and learn the principles of running a business by the numbers. But after the numbers make sense, what are you going to do with your money? And so now it's time for us to teach our community how to be financially prepared. And so who wants to take this question, gentlemen? Why is that so important? I feel like sometimes I'm on a platform beating a drum by myself. And it's so exciting to find people who's out there beating the drum too. Why is it so important for our community to be prepared for the future, especially our entrepreneur community?
Well, I'll go ahead and take that, Dr. Watson. I personally believe the world system is really designed to keep people broke. You know, there's a lot of discussion in reference to the wealth gap. You know, the surveys show that African Americans' net worth will go to zero by 2053.
2053.
And the reason for this, my personal opinion, is lack of financial literacy. So the principles that we're going to share typically are principles we should have learned in high school and surely in college.
Mhm.
But in my personal opinion, the system is designed to keep information, especially financial information, away from middle income Americans or group of people to keep them from reaching financial independence. You know, so the reason it's so important is, you know, one is to get financially independent through investments. So that's one thing that we'll talk about. The second thing is transfer of wealth. A lot of times in our communities, when we have a person that perhaps may pass away, and this is so important even for entrepreneurs, because even as entrepreneurs, you know, if you die, do you want the business to die? Okay. But there's different types of program, whether we're talking about a key man policy or whatever, that the business can continue and we can transfer wealth to that next generation. So it is only everything that people have to understand why they need to get financially free.
Absolutely. Kevin, anything you want to share on that topic?
You know, again, I believe being prepared. I mean, our pastor at church was did a sermon a few weeks ago, and he talked about either you're in a storm, you're going through a storm, or
Man,
one's coming at you. So being prepared for whatever happens. I believe the financial education that we give and the concepts that we teach, the different strategies that we help people implement will prepare them for each of those different phases. Whether you're in a storm, whether one's coming at you, you're going to be prepared for those different things.
excellent, excellent. So, gentlemen, what will you be sharing at the summit on Saturday, December 16th? And you're speaking at 12:30 to 3:30 period of time. That is our Road to Capital event, and that event is free and open to the public. We want as many people to understand this process because we believe that closing the wealth gap for the Black entrepreneur starts with closing the access gap. If we can't access capital, there is absolutely no way we're going to create a wealth generating business. We can't do that with cash. Growth strategies require capital. And there is no way you're going to take that business to the highest possible level with cash. Man, that's a whole paradigm shift for our community. But I'm going to get out of the way and let you all take that. What will you be sharing in regard to this topic we're covering on Saturday, December 16th at 12:30?
You know, I think, Dr. Watson, one of the primary things we'll be covering is just really recognizing what your financial independence number really is. I like to call it your freedom number. What is that number that you need to have accumulated to get free from laboring? When I look at entrepreneurship, in my personal opinion, one of the primary goals is to get in position one day. You know, honestly, you want to really build a business to a point where it's profitable for sale. You know, and a lot of times business owners, we don't have an exit strategy. So one of the things we're going to talk about is how do I leverage different type of retirement programs to create that exit strategy for me. You know, perhaps how can I, you know, get my business up to scale when I can do an initial public offering. So we have to teach business owners, you know, really how to create wealth, you know, when they get the capital, when they get the business, when they scale up, when they start making surplus, what do I do with the surplus? And
Yes.
that's really what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the investment side and really getting free and actually closing the wealth gap. And we're going to bring the companies, we're going to bring the tools in order to do that. We market, with some of the largest financial firms in the world, like your Fidelities, your Voyas of the world. And a lot of times these corporations, they don't come and teach business owners, again, strategies to defer taxation, okay, those type of strategies. So we're going to be covering all of that. So if I was an entrepreneur, even if I wasn't an entrepreneur, I would definitely be at this summit.
Great. Thank you. Kevin, anything you want to share?
Not. I think Willie covered it on that question. But
Excellent. Excellent.
on the who should be attending the event, I think once again, I think everyone should attend with the information that we're gonna share with the attendees. I think it's paramount, especially if someone's an entrepreneur or has a desire to be an entrepreneur. I believe my personal opinion is that entrepreneurs are like leaders in our community,
Should be.
and as we look to close the wealth gap, I think the more financially educated and the more financially literate that people are, I think it's just going to be better for the whole community. So I think it is important that entrepreneurs or those desiring to be entrepreneurs should attend the event.
Thank you. Absolutely. And so it doesn't matter what level of business you're in. If you're a new business startup, man, if I could catch people before they start the business and teach them the financial principles they're going to need to come into business with, their journey will be so much different. Whether you're an experienced entrepreneur, and what we're finding with the experienced entrepreneurs, they've never gotten the financial side of the business straight. And they're out there making money, but when they look at those financial reports, they don't know what those numbers are telling them on their own financial reports. And now we have individuals that are looking at what they've created and they're not sure what to do with it. They're at 5 million, 10 million. We've got some 12 and 15 and $60 million entrepreneurs, and they have no clue about what to do. They've just been making money, but they don't know what money's for. They've just been making it. If you're one of those categories of entrepreneurs or people in general, you need to be at this summit. This is the first time you're going to be up close with people who are on the success journey, who are willing to really tell you what the real story is, the real deal is. And so we're going to ask you to go to our website, theblackmastermindgroup.com. Yes, it's a free conference session, but you must register to attend all of the events that are associated with this 3-day conference. Again, it starts on Friday, December 15th. With our hard hat review for our incubator program for minority entrepreneurs in Kansas City, Kansas. Saturday morning breakout session, Saturday afternoon, the road to capital, where these gentlemen will be sharing their expertise. And then later that night, we are moving into our King and Queen award dinner. And then our final event is our Sunday morning, where we will be showcasing the students who have successfully completed our bootcamp program and are graduating. And that's what this journey is all about. We are making strides in changing the entrepreneurial's acumen when it comes to the financial side of business. So join us at the summit. Go to theblackmastermindgroup.com, register, see all of the activities that will be there. We want you to come to everything. But most importantly, if all you can make it to is one event, you need to be at the Road to Capital event. Thank you, gentlemen, for being part of this session this morning. We are so excited. Go to our website, theblackmastermindgroup.com, learn more about Willie and Kevin, and join them at the Success Summit event, Saturday, December 16th at 12:30 p.m. God bless you all. See you at the event.